Cheers to May, National Home Brew Month, culminating with QC Craft Beer Week, when local home brewers and professional brewers pair up for a melding of the minds. Collaborations that bring us some extra special beer all across the Quad Cities. Homebrewers, this one's for you.
We are here in Bettendorf at an undisclosed location. And by undisclosed, I mean we're at Nick's house. Nick, this is Sacco Suds. You are Nick Sacco, main brewer, head janitor. You do it all here at Sacco Suds.
I do it all.
I mean, look at this. You've got the setup. You've got the artwork on the bottles. How long have you been doing this?
We moved here in 2020.
Okay.
And so probably before that, a couple years before that, I started watching online videos on YouTube on how to do it. Kind of started getting in my mind of how I would want to do it. So sometime after that, I did my first batch. And
tell us about that first Mr. Beer batch. What was it? What was the style? How did you like it? Did you not like it?
It was an IPA.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I didn't pour it down the drain or anything. We definitely drank it, but it wasn't. Wasn't really what I was looking to create with home brewing. And so what I really wanted to do was the extract brewing, where you have the grains and the mash, and you can have a little bit more control over the flavor profile of the beer that you're making.
So you decide to now go a little bit deeper into the home brewing waters, and now you're telling us that there's ways of doing it where you can get equipment based on your budget. Walk me through that.
Oh yeah, so I have over here, I have a Home Depot container. It's about 5 gallons. I mash all the grain in there, and I've actually got a kettle over here on the stove as well. The different valves that needed to go on, you can see I replaced the valve on the Home Depot container. My dad helped me replace the valve here. Or he drilled the hole on that and then welded the valve onto that.
When you tell your dad you're going to be a home brewer, I imagine, being a father myself, Dad was probably more excited about this than your wife was.
Probably just a little bit.
Yeah. Dad didn't say, Nick, hang on, what are you doing here? Dad was all about it. Dad was saying, I can weld some stuff. Let's get to work.
He's all in. Yeah.
That's awesome. So Sacco Suds, and that's like the label here, and this is on the bottle forever?
Yeah, my dad helped me cut these out of a Cricut, which is just cuts vinyl, and then you take that vinyl, like a decal, and you put it on the bottle and rip the sheet off, and it stays on there. So.
I can't tell you how much I love how excited your dad is about your hobby. I just think it's wonderful. He's going to help you make all the equipment you need. He's going to help you with the labeling. So you want to pour the flight? How do you want to do this?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go ahead and pour some beers. Fool's Gold Ale. It says here, hints of honey, biscuit, and citrus linger on the palate, leading to a warming, slightly boozy finish. I'm not sure I've had this style a lot. Imperial Blonde. Typically, blonde is something that is not as high on ABV. What's the ABV on this?
10%.
10%! So it's an Imperial Blonde, and this is what we're starting with. I live in the neighborhood, it's cool. Okay, 10.1, Imperial Blonde, this is Fool's Gold. Do you call it Fool's Gold because
it'll fool you, because most blondes are a lot lower in ABV.
Okay, all right, cheers. No, I like that we started with this one. I thought that took guts, because it's really smooth, but it's certainly, you can tell it's Imperial. This is a blonde for wintertime. It really does warm you up. What's next?
Oh, we can do the stout next.
The stout. Okay, so this is a stout Total Eclipse, 9.7. Wow.
Now this I was trying to.
Your ABVs read like a gymnastics meet. Like Simone Biles just went flying by. 10, 9, 7. Tell me about this Imperial Stout.
I was really trying to get something that was a lot thicker, a lot higher in ABV.
Okay.
And there's some tweaks I'd make to it the next time I make it, but overall I was pretty happy with how it turned out.
Oh, Nick, you're 2 for 2. And like, if you're trying for like a Bourbon County clone, it's absolutely that. Like a little bit lighter than a Bourbon County clone.
Without the bourbon.
Yeah, without the bourbon. That's what's missing here, huh? Well, this is wonderful.
And it really leaves a thick coating on the glass, too.
Yeah, it sure does.
That was one thing I noticed after I was done brewing it. And I was measuring the gravity of it, and I poured it in the glass, and I always taste it at that point, too.
Right.
And I looked at the glass and went, oh yeah, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
The glass is stained black.
So it's called Total Eclipse, and I get it, because, I mean, light is bending towards the beer. That's how dark this is. That's really good, Nick.
Thank you. We can do the Citra here next.
Okay, so citrus hit the fan. No, that's really good. This is, again, another really good one.
This is the one that my wife actually went back and had a second sip of.
So, I mean, what does that do to you when your wife takes a second sip of the beer?
Yeah, it really gives me that connection that I need, right?
That's it. Like, you feel like you've done something really good. You got one more for us to try. Intergalactic Pines?
Because of the Galaxy hops. I was trying to do something fancy, and I thought, I'd really like to try the single malt, single hops.
Okay.
And I was very happy with how this one came out. It's probably one of the most important things I've learned is that actually simple is still really good.
Yeah. Cheers. Oh no, that's really good. And this is 5.8. And after 2 Imperials, this is you could brush your teeth with this. This is wonderful. Yeah, these are all what we call green flags. Absolutely. Nick, you need to keep making beer.
Thank you.
This is all great. I understand now why your parents are so proud of you, Nick. You're doing good work here in Bettendorf at Sacco's Suds. Really, really wonderful stuff. Thanks for having us over. Cheers. For you to collaborate with each other and then to collaborate with these incredibly talented home brewers who one can only assume will be opening up breweries at some point in the not too distant future, right?
Not in the not too distant future. There's going to be some more that's going to be popping up.